side. Tonight what I'm doing is I'm doing filet mignons. Now in the book, they're the tenderloins, but you know, you can use pretty much any kind of a high-end meat. This is a really nice piece of meat. These are actually prime aged, so these are the top of the food chain in meat. Now I take these and I buy them on the loin, the whole entire loin, and then I cut them up into steaks. And I like them thick, about 1.5 inches thick, even thicker if I can get it, but I think to cook them properly, about 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 always does a good job. Marinated this in for a few hours with a little bit of olive oil on top, and then I put just a skosh, just a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette. So I got a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette in it, and then some Jack Daniels. And that's all I have in there. There's no other spices or rub or anything on it, because when you're utilizing a piece of meat like this, this is pure meat. There's very little marbleization except on the outside, which I've trimmed most of it off. This is a fantastic piece of meat. Along with that tonight, I've got baked potatoes. They are on. They'll be on for about 1 hour and 20 minutes in total, because they're very large. Each one of them weighs over 1 pound. And then I have for my primal sides, what we have, and you'll see it at the end, I'll take a picture of it, is BokChoy lined up next to my okra. And I put a little bit of olive oil on top of that, and that's it. It's a really simple, fast, easy, convenient, tasty. So they're starting to get nice and soft. They probably, in 15-20 minutes, are going to be rock and roll ready. And rock and roll ready is what I'm talking about, because I like playing guitar. I'm not that good, but I got about 9 guitars. I play them a lot. I got everything from 12 strings down to electric guitars, so I like playing my guitars. Flame up. And it's better to do it when it's off, but forgot. Okay. Now, we just don't want these things sticking. It's BokChoy, as I told you, along with some okra. What I do is I set that right on top of those potatoes. It's going to cook just fine. Doesn't have to be directly on the grill grate. I don't have an upper grate, so I just modify it by putting it on top of the potatoes. I'm going to stick that in there like that. These, in about 15 to 18 minutes, these bad boys at about 525 degrees are going to be completely done, ready for consumption by humans, dogs, and any other varmint that might happen to be in the neighborhood. Read the book, you'll understand what I mean by that. Waking up in night sweats and stuff like that is what happens with guys like me that have a relationship to the people that actually invented barbecue 11,000 years ago, as we talk about in the book. So now, got a lot of good smoke going. Got our grill grates are nice and clean. They got some ham on them. Listen to this. Is that amazing or what? Listen to that. And then I've got the big kahuna here. There you go. We're going to let those bad boys smoke for about the next 3 minutes. Going to turn them, give them some nice grill marks. Crisscross on this. Now, let's talk about the wine pairing. Now, this is a real subjective deal. I like something really big with a big piece of meat like this. So I've got myself a Ravenwood, which is a California Cabernet. Love it. It's big. You could do a Bordeaux. You could do a Zinfandel. You could even do a Syrah, depending on how complex it is. But personally, and this thing has beautiful legs. Now, what legs are is the way the acid and the sugars actually match up. And as I'm looking around, they're just beautiful legs. And I think all you grilling officers, especially males, know what I'm talking about there. Nothing better than a nice set of legs. Nice bouquet. The smell is amazing. Do a little bit of roll there. And take it down the hatch. Swish it around. Down the hatch. That is great. That's about $12, $13. Really a nice little deal there. Got a little flame up going here. Now, what do we do in that situation? Well, let me show you what we do. And we have contained a situation that could get out of control. But thanks to Grilly and his unbelievably strong stainless steel body, nothing will happen, because it's not going to go outside of it unless we have a nuclear reactor problem, and I don't see that happening. So that's what we got going on there. These bad boys are, oh my goodness, those are amazing grill grates. We're going to go ahead, it's been on 2.5 minutes. We're going to switch her up a little bit. Some nice square grill marks. And you will see when I turn this over in the delish phase what that means. Now, this is not really a finishing glaze. This is really more or less just a little bit of the olive oil, marinade. And I actually like putting it on. Oh man, does that smell good right away. But it's preferential. Again, it's about preferences, it's subjective, and you can do it any way you want. But now what we're talking about is, I'm going to turn it over here in another 2 minutes, and we'll probably have these things ready in just a few minutes. One last little note. I take about 4 minutes, take it off right before I think it's completely done. And I let the juices redistribute within inside. That's really important when you got a piece of steak on. Let the juices redistribute, then you're ready to eat. But that's a good little wine price.